Hi, I'm Johnny, and this is Comics Altruism, where 100% of our sales from the month of October are going to the Royal Canadian Legion. Now, seeing as October is the Halloween month, and I love Halloween, everything this month is going to be creepy, suspenseful, horror, whatever. Often obscure titles that only a certain select few of you are going to be into. Hydra Comics, I'm looking at you, and there are a bunch of others of you, but yeah, it's ominous October for a reason. And keep watching, because everything this month is going to go in ascending order by what I consider kind of like throwaway items for myself. You might think they're gold. That's cool. Ones that I might not necessarily want to purchase for myself. I'm just throwing them out there because they happen to adhere to ominous October. And then by the end of it, and I'm not going to give anything away, by the end of October, we're going to be looking at some pretty decent horror-related stuff. So I'll just turn the camera around and show you. We're no longer doing the haul-style videos. I'm kind of picking and choosing what's in my collection, whether it was bought for the purposes of Comics Altruism or whether it's part of my own personal collection. This way there's a little bit of cohesiveness to everything that I'm selling. So I'll turn the camera around and show you week one of Ominous October. Okay, so we got some television goodness here, starting with Alf, number 11. We got Beavis and Butthead, number 10, classic. And then some George A. Romero stuff. These aren't really worth that much, and unfortunately they go in ascending order by grade. So these are 5-book lots. There are 3 different parts to it. So they go from like a 9.0 to a 9.2 for most of these, to 9.4 to 9.6 in the next parts. So Empire of the Dead, number 1. Number 2. It's perfect for anybody who followed George A. Romero's work while he was alive. Number 3. Number 4. And number 5. And we got Act 2, number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. And number 5. Last, Act 3, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. So that's it for the George A. Romero stuff. We've got Ash versus the Army of Darkness, number 0. This is a dollar comic, so I don't expect it to go any higher than that. But you're still saving the tax, I guess, so then you're adding the shipping. You know, whatever. If you missed it, Ash versus the Army of Darkness, number 0. This one's a little weird. Clive Barker's Hellraiser, number 3. And unfortunately, I really have no idea of where anybody's going to get numbers 1, 2, and 4. But, you know, good luck with that. If you're into Hellraiser, it's pretty cool. And then again, if you're into Hellraiser, this one came from Rayman the Silencer Man's contest win. I have another video up that has all that in it. So there's Jihad, number 1. And number 2. And then not Hellraiser, but more Clive Barker. This one's Tapping the Vein. And that's book number 3. Then there's this one. I've shown this one before, but that was in one of my first couple videos. The Mummy. It's a Dell 12 center. It's not in the greatest condition. I think I gave it like a 4.5, maybe a 4.0. But yeah, you'll see that on the eBay listing. And then these are rough, but they're an excellent readers group of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. You know, like if you got a kid in your life who, you know, you wouldn't want to give them a valuable comic because you know they would just tear it apart. These are the ones for you. This, for instance, detached cover, and it's torn all the way up. So you know, obviously you can give that to a kid and not really worry about them tearing it to pieces. And that's number 74. Number 75, this is the best condition in the lot, but you might be able to see tons and tons of spine ticks on the side. So I'm just calling this a low-grade reader lot. I'm not even bothering grading them individually. Number 79. Number 80 with a huge amount of water damage. And number 85, again with a huge amount of water damage in here. And this one came from Farley's Nerd Cave. I won a contest of his, and this was in that lot. New Line Cinema's Tales of Horror, number 1. It's a one-shot, and as you can see, there's individual stories, little vignettes that play off of the original movies. And then I'm liquidating a bunch of Walking Dead that I got in a haul one time. These are almost all in sequence except for this one. So number 107 is selling solo. Now these ones here I'm selling as sets of 5. So the bidding starts at $5 for these. Probably won't go much higher considering that, you know, at most an individual will pay, you know, cover price for most of these. So you could potentially save some money though buying them this way. So number 129, number 130, number 131, 132, and 133, that's one set of them, and 134, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, 140, 141, and 142. And we got 143, 144, 145, 46, and 47 is the last set. So that's it for this week. If you have a charity that you would like to nominate, no purchase necessary. We're running out of options here. So anything you care about, just leave it in the comments section or Instagram me and I will add it to the drawing pool so that we have some variety. And it's not just kind of a given that within the last 10 people or so that have nominated a charity that one of them will get picked. Variety is the spice of life, right? Okay, so tune in next week for more Ominous October. Bye.